I just thought of something quite interesting. Turns out, if you jump peek around a corner, you actually go back to 0. But if you jump peek with a 360 and you keep going in the same direction, you actually keep some of your velocity. You see? But, you know, my sense is really low. Today we're back on this map. I'm going to be yapping about stuff, but we're back because I saw that the ending was right there. It was kind of like rage baiting me, in a sense. So let's just get right into it. Let's drop in, boys. W chatters, or comment section showing me the way, right? I haven't really practiced whatever you've said, but I mean, already I just feel the tilt from today is so much less because it feels so good. Feels so good. Look at this. We're already here. This is actually the first run. Okay, I wasn't gonna say anything, but imagine if the first run was something beautiful. So I was thinking the other day, right? I was thinking, you know, I'm glad I listened to my grandparents. And no, not in the sense like listen to their commands and shit. But, you know, cuz I still rarely do that to this day. Sue me. It's, sue me. But I just mean like I'm glad I listened to the times they were telling me stories of their lives, because it just puts into perspective how different their lives and their struggles were. So my grandparents, they were born in, I think it was like 1935. And then my grandma was born 1936. And I'm trying to put the pieces together. I don't think they lived in the same town or village, but they both lived in the Philippines. And like back then, I didn't really like, I was just listening to listen, but I listened enough to remember. And like in hindsight, when you listen to the stories, yeah, my comment section. Anyways, my comment section gave me advice on to not try to launch yourself up unless you don't need to, because you then lose speed. Yeah, I launched myself up there. You lose some of your, oh shoot. You lose some of your horizontal speed, you convert it to vertical speed, which you don't really want. Or it's not optimal. So like you just drop to get some vertical speed into horizontal speed. Oops. I gotta see like how fast I'm going. But yeah, in hindsight, you listen when you're a kid, and then when you're an adult, you're like, dang. You can look back on the stories and go, like, now you have the power of hindsight, and you have the power of empathy. So, like, you can put yourself in their shoes a little bit better, just knowing how life is going. So, when my grandparents were like 20 something, you can then think of, you know, wow, what a life they lived, right? Like, as a kid, I don't think you're going like, wow, you guys were farmers? Wow. But these days, just so much that you can consider, right? Like how different their lives were. Going really fast. It's like, you know when you're like, I'm going as fast as when you're drinking coffee, and then you're like, you're feeling that buzz. Yeah, right here we're gonna need I guess we didn't need the roundabout. But I'm just saying, like, all these stories that you hear as kids, you really should revisit them. Because I was thinking, and I mean, my grandparents were immigrants, right? So, like, it really just started off me thinking about, you know, my life. And I was trying to think of, like, end stage. And then I thought of them. So they were like, they were farmers from childhood. At least my grandfather was. He was a farmer from when he was a young boy, a young lad. I got a lock in here. I got too much height. I don't know what to do around that. Like, I'm not going fast enough, but I go really high. I guess I could just strafe around and look for my landing, but it seems kind of boring. Seems boring indeed. But yeah, he's a farmer. And he was telling me he was working a lot of... I mean, in the Philippines, they have these animals called carabao, which are these huge oxen. And I had the pleasure of... I didn't really ride one when I visited the Philippines, but I just looked at them. And they're as big as, like, buffalo, which, I mean, they're an oxen, right? Obvious. I can't do that consistently. Keep bouncing off the curves. The curves keep bouncing on me. Yeah, and then just like how movies miss out a lot of the characters' emotions that are present in the books. I feel like when you're a kid, you don't get a lot of the emotions that people feel in their stories. Let's fuck, I'm going so fast. Every time I go fast, I'm like so scared. It's hard for me to concentrate. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Just gonna go up high. We bonk. It's okay. Ah, launch. And I have to launch. Okay, let's drink some coffee. Brewing your own coffee is quite revolutionary. I just started last month, but highly recommend it. Just look up a YouTube video on how to make your own coffee. Is my advice. Anyways, my grandfather, he was a farmer. So for most of his life, he was just farming. And like, he was telling me all the struggles of how he didn't have shoes. So he would like, he'd be walking because he didn't have a car either. Barefoot in this land that's like mainly trees and animals. And so he's just going down in the Philippines. And like, that was his life. And he was also like, he said he was really smart. Let's launch ourselves up. What do I do? What do I do? I think I just need really a lot of speed. Need a lot of speed that I don't have. I know it's like, it's really close. I think that's the last jump. Once you get there, like, you win. Because the finish line looked so easy. I'm always so surprised, like, when I'm about to finish a map. I never thought I'd get here. I really didn't. Oh my gosh. Stupid little... Maybe it's like... Maybe it's this map that only does that. I hope. But I really want to get good at these so I can do like 3 surfing things in a video. 3 surfing maps in one video. But that was his life. He's also really smart. He told me. And he was good with ladies. But his main thing was that he was smart. So he was like, he said he skipped so many grades. And that when he finally got, because I think he was basically a 6th grader all the way in college. And he was taking his placements. He took his placements and, you know, in that testing room, he was just like, you know, pen and paper. He was just writing, and then he just looked up and just started crying. He's like, I didn't learn this shit. I didn't learn this. And like, fair, because he's a 6th grader in like an adult class. But the Philippines is a little different because I think 6th grade is the time. I don't really know how it works, but I don't think they have high school. But skipping grades in the Philippines in like 1940 is insane, isn't it? Like, I was just listening to him as a kid. I'm like, ah, okay. He skipped a grade. I didn't think much of it. Am I going fast enough? Can I go? Can I go? It's close. It's close. Maybe a little more launching. I'm gonna try launching from the top of the ramp. Maybe I'm launching a little too much here. I want to get there quicker. So I'm just gonna go for speed here. Yeah, the curves, I keep sliding up. I forget what you said in the comments. I know you're supposed to look at it. And I am holding away from it. Oh, I didn't even make it. I keep sliding up. So maybe I can get it sometimes. But then like other times it feels a little choppy. It's either I have to leave early. I mean, that was fine. Here. When the thing is sharp like that, like I start to, it feels like I'm bouncing. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but just like look back into your old stories that you heard as a kid, because man, what a trip it takes. What a trip it takes you down. And like, thanks. No. And like, what am I gonna say? I like look back on it. And I only really look back on it because when I think about my end stage, I'm like, what do I want to accomplish? And what they accomplished is they're able to establish a family. Like they're able to establish their roots in America. Like that's a crazy goal. And like you can think of it as from such a vibrant life of farming to just sit, because I would see my grandfather, he would just sit around at 7 a.m. eating breakfast, reading his newspaper, and then like he would take a nap, Fucking what would he do? He would garden some. Trying to think. He would take a nap around like 3. And then that's when I would go play games because he wasn't doing stocks anymore. And then yeah. It's just such a simple life. Like he would watch TV, eat dinner at night, and he would do that. And I would live with him for the summers. And he just like he lived such a slow lifestyle. Like he didn't go to the gym, didn't run, didn't play games. He's just here. It's so slow when I get there. I don't know. Maybe if I get enough speed, I think at the end, speed is really the name of the game. It's like it's trying to tell me that once you're there, you're gonna be gate kept if you're doing it the wrong way. Okay, the ramps are getting a little easier at least. Should have launched. I'm a little scared to go like all the way to the gray. I feel like you can. What am I trying to say? He lived a slow life in the Philippines. Yeah, I guess like there's a lot that he did. And like at the time I was just like, man, why would you move to America? Your life in the Philippines seems so much fun. And he would smile every single time he explained a story from his childhood. But man, what a like even recalling it now, I'm getting new insights. Like his life purpose was to establish roots in a new country, and he did it. And like he wasn't able to establish wealth or anything because you know, obviously I'd be wealthy as fuck if he did, but I'm not. Like it doesn't matter because he already did what he was trying to do. Why am I going so high? Oh, shoot. From there, I'm guessing you really want to aim in the middle, so you can get a lot of speed just going down the ramp. A little bit raised to the top. God damn it. Okay, last try. Last try. And if we get bonked, we try again. Let's just add that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really prideful. If I say one more game and I lose, maybe there's gonna be a second game. Or a second run in this case. Too much. Gross. Gross. I could have made that. Oh shoot! This is supposed to be the last run. It's like, okay, this is the last run. For real, for real. I'm gonna channel everything that we've been talking throughout this whole video. What is your life purpose? I don't know why, but that's what I was thinking about. I thought of my grandfather when I was thinking of, what am I supposed to do here? And he gave me such a blueprint that I don't think a lot of people think about. That's the closest I've been, but if you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm gonna definitely do this thing. I'm gonna call it the 360p. But I keep hitting the side of my keyboard, and it's really hard. You gotta just keep holding A